long, and then my grandson came, but they just left just a few minutes ago. But anyway, I have the MIMIT Big Mice cards out. I shuffled the deck, and I touched every single card, and then I shuffled the deck and prayed over it and said, please tell us what we need to really be aware of, what we need to know, what's happening, what's going on, okay? Wow. Somehow this is laid on a three pentacles, so y'all take that as it resonates. But I laid the cards out in a specific way, and that's the way I'm going to read them. And this is all a cut. So there's cards underneath other cards. I just cut in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little areas, okay? And there's cards that pertain to each of the cards on the top of them. Oh, you understand, okay? So y'all take what resonates. If it resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to donate and all that stuff. Yeah, I have the super chat and super thanks, along with Cash App $ Angel Moon 6237. Okay. Remember not to force anything. If you got to force it, it's not the right timing. Maybe go back to the reading and receive the message. Right before I started the reading, I picked up these cards and it said pushed. Now it says keys, okay? It says this is hard. Files. Pushed. It says motorcycle. Wired and system control. It says the bad ones organized together. One consciousness. The good ones pure are usually loners. Collective needs to connect and expand energy. The shaman's dream. Okay, shaman's dream is a deck. Let me just get one card out of it real quick before I show these cards. These four right here are the outcome, and this one is the final outcome. Okay. This is where you stand. This is representing you. And this is where you're headed. Alright, one card for the shaman's dream. Wasn't expecting to hear the index card to immediately tell me to grab these. So y'all say what resonates, okay? So maybe something's going to happen you're not expecting. Something unexpected maybe occurring. Oh, hey Nina, how are you doing? Okay, let me find out what the shaman's dream wants to bring our attention to. Plop it out on the table. It says the horseman. Ooh, that's almost kind of scary. It says the herald of change. Is it talking about the four horsemen? Let me tell you why I say that, which is creepy, okay? The other day I saw a thing. It was like an ad thing, okay? It says stars in the sky, limitless possibilities, okay? But it was like an ad. And it was for Legos. I won't believe. It was the four horsemen. Legos. Like, had them clearly... had them clearly. The four horsemen out there. Had a pale horse, had a black one, red one, the white one. It's crazy. I was like, what? Legos for children for Christmas. Oh yeah. Whew. What did it say in the title? Ooh, the edginess. Ooh, I can feel the edginess. It's so fucking crazy, y'all. I'm serious. But this is what the shaman's dream wanted you to pay attention to it. Heralding in a new change, okay? Everything's going to be different. Everything's going to change. Everything's not going to be what it's been, okay? So you need to prepare yourself for that. Anyway, let's find out what the big mice want to say. For some reason, that's making me think of the... Oh, God, y'all. It's making me think of the Nutcracker. Y'all. Because the Mouse King, the big Rat King, he come to take... Did he take the brother? Oh, he wanted to fight the Nutcracker. Anyway, y'all. Anyway, let me show y'all this real quick. My granddaughter decided that she was gonna decorate. And she done a damn good job. She decided she's gonna decorate, and she done all that. She's got Barbie heads on there, and screws, and rocks. Hold on, let me take y'all on a little tour of the what the Winter Wonderland. Okay, let's see what we got. We got a bluey necklace with a Barbie head. We got little things that you hang her up to the wall. Okay, on that one, there's snowman and candles and blessed. It's got a candy cane poking out of a candle holder. She got all this out of this box right here, okay? All this stuff was, some of the toys wasn't. She put all this stuff out here. She broke them glasses in the bedroom, brought that, put that out here. She's got all of my stuff off, like some stuff off the table. She got little gems and what she got in there? Oh, she got all kinds of little this and that's in there. She got a bracelet right here. Ooh, she did it up. Oh, she did all this by herself. She got a feather poking up. She did it. She did it, didn't she? Look at here. She wasn't playing. She got her teacup out there with her Smurf. She had a lot more stuff. Then Brother came. Brother started messing with stuff. So y'all take that as it resonates. Anyway, thought I would share that before, so everybody could get in the room and all that jazz. All right, I'll tell you what resonates. I think I'm gonna put my jacket and my little sweater on. It's kind of chilly in here. I hear those sleigh bells ring-a-ling, ding, ding, ding-a-ling, doo. For it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. She did so fantastic. I can't even, she's two, y'all. I said, she was so bored. She was bored. I was like, do you want something to do? And she's like, yeah, Gaga. And I said, all right, well, let me grab these. And I pulled them out from under there. And I set them over there, but there wasn't enough room over there. And I said, oh, let's do it over here. I actually pulled one of them out, right? And I pulled the string of lights out. And I put it around, I just put it around the neck of the tree where the neck is. And she did all the putting it around the tree thing. And then I said, well, dang, this little tree needs some ornaments, don't it? So she started digging in that box, boy. Next thing I know, it was a whole freaking Winter Wonderland over there. And I was like, yeah. I love it. I love it, y'all. Okay, let's find out what's going on. Yeah. She did so good. I love it. Let's find out what's going on with this, the big mice and, with the big herald of change with the horsemen. That even gives you kind of the creeps, y'all, because shit's been coming out so much about what's happening in the world. Okay? Now that starts with because there's a hierarchy in everything. Okay? So that starts on a fundamental level. Okay? So something's happening with, like, the people that you don't mess with too many people, okay? But there's something happening, like, with the people that you're closest around you. Like, there are people around you. There's something going on with that that's going to change something in your life, okay? Take it as it resonates, okay? Because I know there's an edginess and a kind of an unknowing, okay, but we know because it's been written. God's been telling us over and over and over and over and over for like 2 weeks. It's something that's on your timeline that's occurring, that's causing the divine is working, y'all. Okay, y'all can count on that. Divine is busy working. The angels and God is busy working to bring something into. Because you've already done your work. You've been told to work on self-confidence and work on self and what you'd like to see happen in the world and so on and so forth. Okay, working on self. Okay, So that's where we're at. Okay, let's find out what's going on. This deck, this little cut right here should represent pretty much what collective's feeling in the here and now. Okay, like what's going on with collective in the here and now. It says the Queen of Pentacles. It says waiting for something to be over with, like waiting for the plug to be pulled out so something can flow correctly. You're waiting on something. It's on something that you watch. You're watching something grow. You've been watching something grow, collective, nurturing it, and you're waiting for it because something's about to happen. Look, you've been watching something grow. You've had to take care of some kind of business that it was necessary. It was very necessary. You had an idea, or even a kid. Okay, it didn't have to be your kid, but you've been watching something grow. Could have been some kind of idea or something to that effect. Okay, and that's what it's like. Kind of kept you at bay. Like, okay, but something's about to shift about this. Okay. Because now they can walk on their own or something. Because something's changing. Look, you're about to. This is big time about travel. Woo! Look at that. Golly, I can't even make that up. Travel, travel, travel. You're about to leave and go on some kind of journey because you took care of something that you were nurturing. You protected it from that fire out there. Whatever it was that you was watching grow. Because you had to stay kind of stagnant for a minute to watch this grow. Sit and watch and wait and sit and watch and wait and watch it grow. Okay, this Queen of Pentacles. That's your energy. That's what you're in. And you're about to take off somewhere. Because you're done with that. Look, you're an earth angel. You sacrifice something in order for the highest good. I'm telling you, now it's time to go. All three of them cards showing leaving, packing, and going, and going. Okay? And then it says something about you're very protected and you're gonna reap some kind of harvest. You might take some type of leap, but you're coming out from something. You're coming out from some kind of darkness. It says that you've been carrying something. You've been carrying the weight of the world on your back. Because that whatever this is, whatever this new idea, or whatever this is that you were nurturing, is super important for the world. So you didn't mind carrying it, okay? It says some kind of judgment. It's because it's for the highest good. You may be nurturing a leader. And that's why you're where you're at right now. That's for you right now. The Queen of Pentacles with a Temperance card, waiting on something to grow or watch something. You've been growing something. You've been growing something new. I'm telling you, and it's going to pay off because you protected it. Look, there's something going to flow because of it. You're going to carry some kind of key. Okay, bags are packed. That's the Page of Wands. Okay, and then it goes from the Page of Wands to the Six of Swords, which is moving on to calmer waters, to the Nine of Swords, which is like complete healing, like completely. But you're not real sure what direction you're going in, but you got your cape on, so you're prepared for like any kind of storm or anything like that, okay? And then it's like you're just out living life on some type of adventure. Okay, see, I'll take that as it resonates. It says, look, I'm telling you, you're protected on this journey. This is some kind of protection on this journey. Something was being protected on this venture. It's something about your truth, your blue, and your purity. You're an earth angel. That's why, okay. Because you're an earth angel, okay? This Queen of Pentacles is an earth angel, plain and simple. Alright, so that's what's in the energy. So what I'm going to do, okay, you're an earth angel, Queen of Pentacles. What I'm going to do is just watch the bottom, and then I'm going to see what these say, okay? Because that's just too much to do the entire deck, okay? For each explanation, okay? So tell me what's on, what is collective walking away from or leaving behind, some type of idea or some type of expectation, because there's something lingering in the background, okay, and that's this area, okay. It says 8 cups. Eight cups says elevating, leaving something behind. Okay, it says departure, seeking more spiritual journey. You may have already done that in the past, and while you were going through this spiritual journey, you were experiencing all these highs and lows and things like that. You started delving into like all the holidays being satanic and that and that and that, and your family started shunning you because you were like at the holidays. Yeah, it says that this and that is pagan and that and that and that. You know, you were telling them and that. You know what I'm saying? So you might have went on some type of spiritual journey and kind of was like shunned away because of it. Yeah, I know it. I know that y'all know what I'm talking about. I know that you do. Okay, every one of y'all did it. You went and you was like, oh well, Christmas ain't what you think. But you know, you're not. It's not that you were like putting it down or nothing like that. You just wanted people to be aware and like what do you call them? Witchcraft. Like, how long have you been in here? Like 2 seconds? Get the fuck on. What is wrong with these people? What do you think Christmas is? Just saying. You know, there's a reason that Santa and Satan have the same letters in it. There's a reason for that. And it almost says nasty. Think about that. That's all I got to say to you. There's somebody wrong. There's something wrong. There's an edgy, freaky, I can't even explain it, man. Look, what was she calling my granddaughter's little decorations? Witchcraft or? Like, I'm not even sure, because we haven't even started a reading yet. God, let me get your message out. Please, just let me get your message out. I pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, let's see what's going on, man. I'm not even going to look at the comments. Y'all deal with it. Y'all deal with it. Collective, y'all deal with it. Tell them to get the fuck on. Just kick their asses if they just start, okay? Something about moving on from some type of expectations or something like that, okay? In the past. It signifies a time when you feel you need to leave behind something that no longer fulfills you, such as a situation, a relationship, or an environment. I believe it's your environment. But what something is leading to something more emotional fulfilling, okay? And that's going to lead you to this. It says the King of Swords. Going to lead you to the King of Swords, a leader, or you're stepping into your leadership role. It says the Hierophant, something about you teaching or being trained. It says justice, and some type of justice. Oh, this person right here learned something from you. See what's behind that. Yeah, the truth. This King of Swords learned the truth from you because somebody was trying to harm you in a unbreathing way. They were collaborating against you. You took off and went somewhere by yourself. Something happened. You got communication. Then there was a tower when your dad died. They were like throwing you breadcrumbs, like acting like they can't give a fuck about you, and they didn't because they was trying to steal something from you. But you spoke the truth. You spoke some kind of truth here to this king of swords found out. Because it led up to, okay, it's led up to. It says he wants to make some type of proposal, some kind of idea. It says the hermit. But look, I'm telling you, the king of swords, it says the hierophant, teaching or being trained. You taught them something spiritually. It says justice. Because justice was turning its back on you. It says, ooh, the Ace of Cups. Some kind of spiritual partnership took place here. I'm telling you. Some kind of spiritual partnership took place with this situation. This is bringing in two ones. Make it into a bigger one. I can't even express that. Y'all are going to do some kind... Y'all uncovered something in some type of... you were the light in the shadow. Okay? Your guy has a scar over his left eye. I'm telling you, your guy has a scar over his left eye. Mark my words, when that true love walks in and it feels like home... and he's got a scar over his fucking left eye, y'all are going to go, wow, look, he might be a Capricorn. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, what's this, where's collective stand as far as right now? Where's collective stand? It says on the Wheel of Fortune. Have you done good, collective? Have you done right? Have you done the right thing, no matter in the face of adversity or no matter in whatever circumstance? Have you done the right thing? And if you haven't, did you pay the penance for it? Did you call on God and ask for forgiveness for it? If you have, then guess what? Turn it in your favor, sweetheart. That's what you're standing on right now. It's the unknown of wind. It's turning in your favor. It says the Queen of Wands. You manifested it. You're highly protected too. It says the Four of Wands. A big celebration is coming in your favor, man. For your bravery, consistency, not ever giving up, even though you might have been tattered and torn. You stood in the face of the serpent and listen. You slayed a giant. You wasn't paying no attention to rumors or people laughing at you or talking about you. You might have been paying attention to it. Let me take that back. But it didn't make no difference. You just kept on going. You just kept on going, kept on doing right, kept on doing what you were meant to do. Even though they were saying this and that about you, and you just kept on going. At some point, you left to recover. It got to a point of being too much. It was just like, look, I just need to just like get my mind off of it. And you just traveled for a little while or got away from it for a little while. Okay? Something happened, like a tower occurred in your life. You had to come back around that energy. Okay? You came back around that energy. And they were like kind of being nice, but it felt very much like a setup. And you were looking around and you were very much aware of it because you hadn't been around them in a while, but it felt very much like a setup. Like, what the fuck are these people up to? Next thing you know, everything moved really fast. Like, the way that they drew you in and then pushed you out and drew you in, pushed you out and drew you in, and pushed you out, like each one of them was doing it. Okay? Mind fuck you. Okay? He was like, oh yeah? Alright. Well, this is here what I'm going to do. Because you're very unpredictable. You're the wild card. He was like, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be right here in y'all's faces. I'm going to make y'all look at me while y'all think y'all scheming and shit. I'm just going to sit right here. And I'm going to pile coals upon your head. Being nice and kind no matter how bad y'all been treating me. I'm going to continue because I know it's for the highest good. And they feel it in the energy, boy. That shit's making them feel edgy as fuck. Ooh, it's making them edgy as fuck. Where's collective leading to this in the North Node? It says the Queen of Cups. You're beyond the stars, okay? You're divinely covered. Okay? Plainly, divinely covered. You know, stars are angels. Okay? This is just in the cut, right? Okay? Stars are angels. You're divine. This is leading to you either being some kind of hero or finding some kind of new kind of direction, because you're going to have plenty enough to do it. Okay? You're going to be going from like rags to riches. You're going to be some kind of boss. It's to do with your gifts. High Priestess and Ten of Pentacles. Okay? Because you're not afraid to take risk and speak. I'm telling you, it's something to do with your bossing up. Somebody needs your help. It says this Emperor needs your help. He's in here too. It says the Emperor was in facing some type of danger, and you helped him clear something away because of your gifts. You gave this Emperor some kind of information he needed. It sounded like it come from his ancestor that passed away that he was real close to or some shit, okay? And what's all that leading up to? Take what resonates, y'all. I've done told y'all the story, what's leading up to and where it started. You're the Queen of Pentacles, okay? You're abundant. That doesn't necessarily mean financially, okay? But you are, because you're about to be. Because in the energy, it's saying you are. That you already are there. So it's right here, okay? What you need to do, it says you need to take a leap of faith. Eight of Wands. What's behind that? It says 5 cups. Leave something behind that's bittersweet, that doesn't no longer serve you, that you thought maybe it did, but it don't, because you gave it a shot and it don't no longer serve you. You're leaving it behind because you're walking right into your victory. I'm telling you. It says the Ace of Wands. That's so crazy. You had some type of dream about this. Pay very close attention to your dreams. In the right around now realm, okay? Because they're going to tune up, okay? It says the Knight of Swords. It says this is what it's leading into. You're going to take this leap of faith on yourself. You're gonna quit codepending on people that you think are your family or people that you think are there for you. That's kind of funny anyway, don't it? Oh, they're there for me? Okay, anyway. You're going to quit, like, depending on thinking that we're living in a different age now. We're not living in the 80s, ever. We're living in a whole different age now. Okay, we're even living in different age than 2020. It's a totally different world right now than it was in 2020. See, I'll take that as it resonates, okay? We're living in some kind of different age, but you're fixing to take charge. You're somebody sees you as some type of warrior, and they're about to back down. Somebody's about to back down. And then it says the 7 of Swords, because they were trying to make some type of plan to steal, but somebody's put a stop to it because there's a. You told this King of Swords you fit the pieces of the puzzle together. Now you're going to receive for your hard work. You're a natural magician. Comes naturally from like being in nature, spending time in nature, and your time with self and spirit, and it comes naturally. Okay? The only thing is that you have, like, for some reason, when you was a kid, you could like manifest money easily. You could really easily. like there was an envy, like an evil eye or something put on that when you was younger. Because you could manifest money if you just said, man, all I need is $10. Motherfucker come up and give you 20. It would make people mad, especially like your sister and your mom. And you'd be like, what? It's 10:44, y'all. 1:44. So take this, it resonates. But you're somehow able to keep hope even in desperate situations. See how the sun ray comes through? Because you know that something is. It's like you've always known that you're golden, that you're this royal. You carry yourself with that sense of royal grace, what have you. You carry yourself like that, like you carry yourself like that. You understand? It's not so much as the clothes, like necessarily like being to the nines in clothing or whatever. It's the grace that royalty exhibits, because Lord Jesus Christ is the most high king, and he don't dress a certain way. He's just got that grace. He's got that verse quoi. I almost said it right that time, y'all. Verse quoi. Okay, this is leading up to the outcome. It says the Queen of Swords is letting go of some kind of heartbreak or expectations, standing at a new beginning, gaining strength because you conquered the giant. You faced it with courage. You conquered some kind of giant. This is victory. Ushering in hope. Tickling. Ushering in some kind of hope to pull you out of some type of financial despair. Okay? And it says this King of Cups wants to offer you some type of job. And it says giving you something. It's like giving you something, the Six of Cups. That's the last card in the deck. That's the final outcome, the Six of Cups. Because you're a beacon of hope. I'm telling you, this King of Cups wants to give you some type of job. That's the two. The King of Cups, he's planned. Maybe it's straightening him up, because look at all that clutter he's got everywhere. He wants to offer you something, because he said you're the one that fits. That you're the true big mouse. He's seen the big picture about you. I'm telling you, Six of Cups says, it says nostalgia, innocence, connected with the past. In its upright position, the Six of Cups represents nostalgia, innocence, reconnected in the past. This card signifies a return to simpler or more innocent times. Easier. All that. You remember back before all of this really got cranked up? When you was allowed to go just have a little bit of fun, and it was innocent, and it wasn't no like you had to make sure the energy, because you know what I'm talking about. Like you could go to a family function and it'd turn out okay and that, or you could go to a concert even before everything like amped up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean by it amped up. Every fucking thing amped up. Probably about 15 years ago when it started. About 15 years ago. It just amped the fuck up. Like somebody reached over and went, psh, let's see how much they can take. And he was just like, damn, like I can't even get done with one. And you throwing something else. Like, what the fuck? But I'm still guarding them with my shield. But I still, like, you're throwing, like, double lasers or something, you stupid fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's going to go to the calmer times when you could just relax and just, I don't know, go outside and fucking look at a dogwood tree and just be, like, in awe of the little bumblebee floating around it. Okay? There's going to be a time when you're able to do that again, okay? It says, this is also associated with childhood memories, connections with your roots. I remember y'all was talking about y'all daddy. Or your grandpa. I think it's your daddy. Anyway, could be your grandpa, could be your grandpa. Okay? It says, and share experience with those who hold a special place in your heart. This is the outcome. This is what the total outcome is should end up being. Somebody is remembering you, want to give you a job. This could be your daddy. Family. Uncle. Somebody's remembering you, wants to elevate you, give you a spot that fits. You fit. You're a perfect fit for it. And they like overlooked you because of some kind of bullshit was going on in the family or in the community. Do you understand? Because rumors and shit. Okay? Something they was told, but they never confirmed it with you. Okay? Anyway. It says the Six of Cups invites you to embrace a sense of childlike wonder. Okay? It says this card encourages you to appreciate the purity of your feelings and to honor your past while moving forward. It's like you're gonna forgive. Everything's gonna be forgiven. You're gonna move forward. You're gonna move out of the darkness and into the light and move forward because you're a beacon. You're a beacon in the nighttime and a beacon in the day. Okay, but you were shining. Somebody around you was not being authentic, and you were shining the light on that. It's causing a lot of stirred up energy. We'll say that. It was causing a lot of stirred up energy, and now the energy's had time to settle down, like settle itself to where everybody can see clearly because the fog or whatever. You know, like when you go fishing, if you throw something in the water or something, or you stick your pole down deep enough, it'll make the water muddy where you can't see. It's not clear no more. Okay, well that's what's happened. And then now everything's like settled back down and you can see it pretty clear now. Like everything's going to be settled down. Everything's going to just be so... It's almost like going to be presented up on a stage. Like it's being presented on a stage. Take what resonates, okay? It says the flowers, the child on the left gives flowers to the child on the right, symbolizing the exchange of gifts, love, innocence. It signifies the act of sharing positive experiences with this King of Cups, which is probably your dad. It could be a lover. I see it as your dad. Take that as it resonates. Or an uncle, or some kind of loving, someone that wants to give you something, okay? Because I don't see you being with that person. I see you sharing some type of nostalgia and moving on, okay? So that's where we're at right now. Take it as it resonates. Is Collective going to move on? Alone. You're going to do it alone, Collective. They're going to give you something. And you're going to... you're going to use it for something that you've been dreaming of. Then you're going to take steps from there, okay? Look, then you're going to take steps from there with the Ace of Wands. You may roommate with somebody. Partner, but maybe roommate with somebody. But you're going to take some... You may be getting an invitation to come somewhere. Like when all this is said and done, all of it settles. Because you're going to be rich. And you need to get the fuck out of that area that you're in. Because you don't need to be rich in that area. Because they'll try to... you know, be envious and that bullshit about it. You know what I'm saying? Look. You're gonna go somewhere, I'm telling you. Because you would have to be like on guard all the time. That's what that page is. He's on guard. He's like, man, ain't nobody behind me. Hold up. You need to get the fuck out of the area that you're in. When's that gonna happen for Collective? Ooh, it says the devil. Ooh. Something about always having to watch out for this envy and evil eye and shit, okay? Alright, tell me what Collective needs to go from here. Look, because you're gonna be rich. You're gonna leave. Everything keeps saying safe house or something like that. I don't know why, but you're gonna be moved on to some kind of place like that. But look, you don't have to, I don't believe you have to change your identity or nothing like that. Because like if you got a channel like this or something, I believe you're gonna be able to continue to do that because ain't nobody gonna know where the hell you're at. They're not gonna know where you're at. Hey, Olivia, how are you doing? Look, I'm telling you, you see me the man. You're still going to be able to do your work, but they're going to be somewhere else where nobody's going to be able to find you unless you want them to. So if that's the case, I would say that might mark out like land that someone stole or something like that, unless those people stole it somewhere else. So take that as it resonates, okay? We got 1010 up there with 10 wands right here. Okay, you're going to pack your bags. I'm telling you. You're getting the fuck on. That 10 wands completes everything. If something's completed, about you're not going to be carrying these burdens anymore. Your most major burden, okay. You worry about other people's wellness more than your own. That's a big burden. But you take it because it's something that's part of you. Okay? You've reached a certain level, you watch something grow that you were working on. Okay? And now it's time to let it go and give it to God and let it be in God's hands because you sacrificed and stuck around or what have you and took care of whatever it was until it had a voice. Do you understand? Of its own. Where the ball's already rolling. Nothing can be stopped now. Because you might have said, you might have told somebody, hey, trust in Jesus. And they thought you was a witch or something. Okay? And it changed them because they were totally wrong about who you are. And you was just like, telling them to trust in Jesus Christ. It's, and you say, look, witches running little groups and shit. You ever see me hanging out in a bunch of groups and shit? And you, like, why would you think I'm not a believer in Jesus Christ? That's my best friend. I mean, witches need each other to feed off of because they're narcissists. Or they wouldn't be trying to dig for that power. You understand? They got to have each other to feed off of. You're a loner collective. You carry enough energy to fucking fuel the whole town if you wanted to. I'm just saying, okay? You don't have to have this town to be still you, okay? You don't have to have the next town or whatever, okay? You do it alone. Because your tank is full of the Holy Spirit. Does that make sense? You have enough energy and power to fuel this whole entire town. And they reject you. And that's why you gotta walk away and dust your fucking feet. You get it? But you had to do something. And it's got the ball rolling, okay? It's like the very top of the tippity top of the top of the tippity toppity toppity tip of the mountain. And someone happens to roll just the smallest of a snowball down it. Well, there's nothing you can do now. Whatever happens with that tiniest snowball, by the time it makes it to the bottom of that fucking mountain, whatever it is. Because you can't stop it. What you gonna do, leap off of there and try to grab that snowball because it's rolling down that mountain? Ball's already rolling, baby, because something's already marked on your timeline, so everything's got to, like, speed up and get to it. Like, get to that. You're not doing anything right now, okay? This is the Hierophant and the Magician. You're just kind of chilling with God. Please understand that. Trusting in Him. 4444, y'all. Having faith in God. Ace of Cups. Trusting in God, y'all. This is divine. This is divine. I can't stress that I can't stress that message more. I cannot stress the message. It's divine. There ain't nothing you can do. In fact, there's nothing that you've ever done. You just listened to God and like spoke when He told you to spoke. You acted when He told you to act. You stopped acting when He told you to stop acting, pulling back. You know what I'm saying? On occasion, you acted up, showed your ass a little bit, and He had to say no, and He had to say, all right, I'll let you do it. Sometimes you just look like acting up. Motherfucker, I'm human. Watch. I'm gonna show you I'm human. Come over here, fuck with me. Watch. Knock this fucking battery off, because I'm gonna knock your fucking block off when you do. Sometimes you act like that, and God says, hold up. And you say, what? I mean, damn, look how they was acting. I'm tired of it. God says, pile coals, pile coals. And then you go, oh, okay. So the next time you see them, they owe you an apology, but you don't ask for one or nothing. You just kind to them the next time you see them. Even though they owe you an apology. And they know it and you know it. You're just like, yeah, whatever, okay. Hey, what's happening? You had to boss out to the wall on them. Say, no, it ain't going down like that. And then they had to be like scared because they think you are powerful. God dang. Look, you're all this kind and stuff. You're real kind and funny and nice and kind and that, okay? So that makes it hard for them to fucking, like, read you because anything disrespectful or anything like that, you're not kind. You're very serious, and you're who the fuck do you think you are? I'm letting you sit here in my home, and I'm entertaining you, and being funny. I'm offering you shit. Wait a minute. You think you're gonna disrespect me? It's OV. That energy says like the ripple effect. Motherfuckers get scared. You ain't laid a finger on them. You just told them. Oh, is that what you think you're gonna do? When you was just 5 seconds ago, what's black and white and red all over? A newspaper. And then they said something fucking disrespectful. Next thing you know, you was like, no. What? Excuse me? That's one thing I don't put up with. None. I mean, none. I don't even give a damn, boy. I know that cop was tripping when he was talking about open your door. Fuck, no, I ain't open my door. Them motherfuckers up there harassing me, I want you to go up there and lock them up. He goes, just open your door, I can't hear you. I said, what the fuck, you can't hear me or not? Go ask them what happened. He was going, will you please open your door and so I can talk to you? I said, I don't fucking got to. I was like that. It was like that. He said, oh, I understand. I'm about headed up to here, and you know what? I got the strength of fucking 10,000 angels that I could knock a motherfucker out without even touching them. Y'all don't know how lucky you are that I've been able to restrain myself. I just say it. I've done it before. Got in a fight with this lady. She's fucking acting stupid as fuck. And I just turned around, just was fed up with it. Said, go the fuck home. I didn't touch her or nothing. She went flying up in the air. Landed on the ground. I said, what? So then I went over there trying to help her up because she's in the mud puddle. And she was like kicking at my hand. And I was like, oh, you dumbass. And she stood up and started like she was coming towards me. She never touched me neither. She acted like she was fixing to charge at me. And when she did, I turned around and said, bitch, go home. She went flying back again. But I did my hand like that when I said that. She went flying back again. Telling you anybody's ever fought with me, because I don't like to be hurt. If you fought with me, I'm damn sure I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You gonna always remember me for the rest of your life that you fought with me. I'm gonna get you. Cause you're gonna be like, God dang, that little girl in Florida, she didn't know what the fucking thing. I mean, she didn't break my fucking, my tailbone. Kicking me off that damn wall. Which, as soon as that happened, because I was being, the mother, nurturing mother. She was drunk. I kept saying, you need to go in your house. You need to go on back to your room, man. You go back to your room. And she gonna say, who the fuck you think you are, my mom? I said, no, I don't think I'm your fucking mom. I'm tell you right fucking now. The fuck away from my room, bitch. And she kicked me off that wall. I said, you fucked up now. I grabbed her by her ankle. She's going, no, 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 no. Because she's up on that little wall. About 4 foot. She knocked me to the ground. My butt hit the ground. Broke my tailbone. I stood up. I said, you fucked up. She goes, why? I said, 'cause I may be older, but I'm stronger than you, bitch. I said, whoosh. She said, no, no, no. Bam. Her ass hit the ground. I said, I'm finna tear you up. You finna get your ass whooped. You fixing to get a real spanking. Like that. She did, too. The cops came out there and was laughing. Did you give her a spanking? I said, yes, sir, I absolutely did. He goes, good for you. You can go. I gave her ass whooping. And all her friends, they was all standing around. They wouldn't come within. I mean, they wouldn't even come near me. And she's down on the ground with her hands wrapped around my leg, talking about, please, please. And I said, man, I told you not to say a fucking word. And she didn't. She was like, and they was like, come here, come here. And she was going, and they was going, nah, get up, come here. What the fuck? Really? Nah, get up, come here. And I said, no, come over here and get your friend that you left out here to get her ass beat because she's a smart-ass bitch. And they wouldn't. It was so funny. It was so funny. It was. It was so funny. That little girl, I told her, I said, okay, you can go your ass to your fucking room now like I told you to start with, right? She goes, I said, I don't want to hear another fucking thing else out of you, okay? She got up, went to her fucking room. She didn't stop to talk to a friend. She didn't stop to talk to nobody. And before she got up, I told her, I said, and when you get back fucking home, you better tell your mama that you love her and thank her for being worried about your dumb ass. She said, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. It's funny, because she thought I was an old bitch. I might be older than you, bitch, but I'm fucking way stronger than you. I'm finna whoop your ass. Pow, pow, pow. You should have seen the people around it. It was so funny. It was funny. I mean, because I'm very merciful. I hit her one time. She was already on the ground. And I was like, I mean, she was like down on her knees and shit. I said, you wanted me to do it again? She was like, no, no, no. I said, I'm going to tell you one time, shut your fucking little smart ass mouth. And she goes, but, I said, pow, again. I said, did I tell you shut your fucking smart little mouth? And she didn't say nothing else. She just sat there and looked at me. It was so funny, y'all. God dog, okay? The manager of the little motel, Sand Son, he's crook. Anyway, he starts with somebody totally unrelated. He starts a fight with him, and he starts hitting him. Totally unrelated, because he come out there because that little girl and all them people, they was in like 4 different rooms, and all of them was standing outside like a good probably 20 feet away from me, like almost like in a half moon shape, and I'm standing there, and the little girl's got her arm around my leg. I mean, she's a woman. She wasn't a little girl. She was a woman of age, okay? She's like 23 or 22 or something like that. She was fucking funny because she thought she was going to be little Miss Sassy or something, okay? Bet. Okay, bet. I told her 3 times. I said, now, you can, Go your ass to your room. Or shut the fuck up. I mean, I don't care if you're sitting out here. I don't give a fuck, okay? But you're going to shut the fuck up. We're out here grilling our steaks, and you're going to get the fuck on. Because you drunk, you acting like a whore, and you looking like a whore. Drunk, slopping around all over the place. Go on. You don't tell me what to do, da 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 da. I said, bitch, I ain't telling you what to do, but you gonna get the fuck away from here. Who you calling bitch? And then she called me something old. And I was like, oh, I'm finna show you how old I am when she kicked me off that fucking wall. I'll show you how old I am. You respect your elder now, okay? She said, okay, yes, ma'am. Y'all would have died laughing. And every one of these angelic type occasions, nobody thinks to record it. Like, it's happened on several occasions. But, you know, how normally people be like recording a fight and shit like that. Never. On none of these occasions that it's happened. Because I've had all types of miraculous shit going on. Especially in like when there's like the heat of the moment or the moment of impact of a crash. Everything seems to be like spiritual at that very second. And it seems like it's just a protection that's went on. It's very odd. If that resonates with y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It is 11:10. I fooled you, didn't I? Y'all thought I was going to say 11:11, but it's 11:10. It's been 11:10 all this time. Y'all take what resonates. I don't know why I'm telling y'all about these things, and let me tell y'all, okay? I have lots of stories, true stories about my life and that. So, other experiences that I've occurred, and that. So when I just bring up some random shit that I done in the past, it's some kind of, it's not a coincidence. Somebody out there is resonating with it and understands what I'm talking about, okay? It's a protection. That strength that comes out of nowhere, like, you're just like, maybe you're getting beat on by your boyfriend, but not too long. Because he's going to stop when you bust out with that fucking God fist. Pow, motherfucker, who do you think you are, okay? It comes out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It comes out of fucking nowhere. It's 11:11 now. It just turned 11:11. Flipped over. Alright, let's see what these letters got to say. Y'all all know what I'm talking about. My collector's in here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Tell you what resonates. Ooh, something passionate about some kind of truth. That's passion and truth right there. A 5 and a V. Oh, eat your vegetables. Oh, the scarlet letter. The scarlet letter. You know what that was really about? Like, truly, the truth about it? I mean, everybody thinks it because she wore that red A on her shirt. To signify that she was a like a whore or whatever, but she did it out of spite because she wasn't a whore, and they all called her one and thought she was. So she wore that letter, that red scarlet A on her thingy-majiggy because they thought they were gossiping about her. And so she gave them what she was like, oh yeah, when she really wasn't even, she was a virgin or what have you. She was just walking around like she was, because it was bringing her a lot of attention and that, you know. And then people was getting hurt there at the end. So she quit doing it and she come out and told the truth about it all. But that's pretty much it, y'all. Take that as it resonates. We got a 5 out here. Here we go. Something passionate. Okay, we got 11. We got a 1. We got a 5 and a 6. That's a 1. That's a 111 right there, y'all. We got an IO. Something about ID divided. By the way, Donald Trump. Donald Trump's birthday is June 14th. His birthday is June 14th, and his numerology adds up, and I don't know what it is, but he's also, it's in Leo rising. So that's what makes him so, what is the word? Eccentric. Because he's Gemini with Leo rising. But I'm not talking about, but I'm talking about, like, I'm Cancer with Gemini cusp with Leo rising. Okay? He's Gemini. Gemini, now that has a lot to do with his, he'll make remarks on things, and then another speech he'll make a totally counteracted remark about it. That's that Gemini, big time. Okay, like he won't say that he didn't say it, but he'll say it in a certain kind of way. Yep, June 14th, y'all. June 14th is his birthday. I heard my ear chakras heard it. His birthday's June 14th, and he's a Gemini with a Leo rising in his North Node. Okay, so take that as it resonates. So that's how come we can't. Y'all remember I told y'all about him being he's in the loop, but he's not a part of it. It's like he's in the world, but he's not of it. I'm telling y'all, even though he's a billionaire, millionaire, whatever, God placed him there to be in that loop, because he don't take place. He don't. As far as what I've gathered is that he don't take part in these activities, but he probably has knowledge of them. Okay, but he doesn't take part in them. Okay, so that puts him on the fence. Oh, it makes so much sense, because look, I have never seen a more extravagant look at me president. Maybe Obama, but Obama did it in a different way. Fucking Trump got the fucking whole White House. We gonna call it Gold House. He stayed golden as fuck. He done dyed his red hair gold a little bit, didn't he? Y'all take what resonates, man. Anyway, I don't even know when we're talking about that. Let's get these letters going. It's already 11:16. I probably got children to watch tomorrow that I'm totally unaware of. Something about April 1st, it keeps saying. That's Jesus' birthday, y'all. Y'all take that as it resonates. May Day 3. Golly, there's a lot out there. That's Illuminati. So that's for some reason, okay. I said it. This is Illuminati, y'all. My safe dad. My safe dad saves dad. Your DNA, your blood. That may be why that your dad is looking for you, because you have some kind of, he may need you to be a donor. Save his life. My saves dad DNA. I'm telling you, you only take a DNA test, it's over. My save him. My dad saves him. My dad saves him. Whiz of vac. Quiz. Quiz quiz. My dad saved him. Quiz. We owe my something about ads. It's talking about a cafe or face. What? Sad face. Okay. Had sad face. Why did he have sad face? Had is MD is dim is low video. Someone shows him. Okay. This is an AI video. Ashamed. My ashamed video was wisdom. You were wisdom. You were the voice of wisdom. And they didn't listen to you. You voiced wisdom. Ash. Mash. Yeah, famous. I'm famous. I'm famous. Vice. DM is wise. My sis. My vision was, it says my vision was, there's no N. My vision was, voiced my, something to family. Wide, whoops. Someone's lost weight or their weight has shifted or something. Dozed off. Okay, dozed in my van. It doesn't say van. House. Dozed in my house. Okay. Dozed in it. Got some Z's. Size house. Mid-size house. Mid-sized house. Something about favorite. My favorite day. My favorite day is the day he died. Or she died. Huh? Y'all hear that? It says the favorite day. Day they died. Day somebody died. Day she died. My dad caved. Somebody was a mama's boy. David was a mama's boy. Dave's mom confused us, convinced us to sever ties to some kind of house. It says chase away. Chase wish. Okay, there's no H. Chased voices. My mom mad. Made us use foam. Made us use foam. Chased quiz. Vitch. No, don't say Vicky. It says Vitch. Okay. Deem us mad. Deem us mad easy. Easy victory. Sammy. Somebody's got a disease. A disease. Tammy, possibly. It says Sammy. Disease. What is their disease? Amy might got a disease. Mid. It says humid. Okay, so somebody needs to, like I'm your huckleberry. Somebody needs to move to like a area that their bronchitis or something like that isn't acting up. Because look, somebody's sick. They need just somebody's help. They need your help. They need your help. Favor my dad. Favor my dad. I favor my dad. Or you favor my dad. If my dad is dead, if my dad is dead, so use a soda code. Use DNA code to draw something. There's no R. Save my dad. Mom and dad. Mom, dad. Cody. Waved his arm. Same day. We got an army. Something's like faded. Like dim. Odd. Some odd activity. No T. Came odd. Saw his dad. Family, maybe. Saw my. We got cash out here. Cash. Saw my cash was moved. Whose cash was moved? What are you talking about? That day, my cash, I saw my cash was moved. If my mom did, she moved David. Ashamed. She's so ashamed. Okay. So somebody stole something from somebody and acted like it was you that stole it. It was their mom. That sure looks what it looks like. Is it not, y'all? It says Chief. Chief. Made. Chief mad. About some kind of movies. Chief made movies. Moves. CIA. Man, I'm telling you, there's something to do with, there's something else going on. Doves, voices, shy, saw, cash. Saw cash on desk, on my desk. Someone saw cash on somebody's desk. Decided. Okay, so this crooked cop is gonna take this money. Something wishy-washy. It's cozy. Why saying video, Sammy, Amy, Cody. Faye, I say, decide. Sid, okay, there's another fucking name. Dice, okay, I say leap or take some type of, show my face. I say advice. Is advice. Show my face. Mud. Someone's showing their face in the mud. Is face advice. Show my mud. Is mud advice. Is dumb advice. Show my face. Take that as it resonates. Something about a visa. Something about ice. Mad dad. Dad is a chump apparently. Says he's famous. What the fuck is he famous for? Oh. Music. I told y'all. Something like that. Sad voice. Sad voice. Waves. Waved. So sad. It says so sad. Waved. Voice faded. Voice faded. Now they ain't got nothing to show for it, and they want to give whatever they, because they walked away from you. They saw you as a baby. Voice faded. My music is dead. My music is dead. Something about accuse you of scam. Accuse collective of scam. Ed. Something about side. Aside. Something's aside. Off, aside. Off. aside. Something about a video was made. A video was made of you. So I decided I saw faces we was with, we was, said we was, she said we was, something, shady, she said we was shady, we said shady, I'm shady, oh of miss you. Somebody misses you now. Miss you. We miss you. Who, family? Says dad. How's it? My dad don't know me. How you gonna miss me? Machine. Max. If fact had, if I had facts, if I had something amazed me, you amazed me, I miss you. We do amaze. It says something about deaf. Maybe like definitely or deaf. Like that. Made you so mad. I made you so mad. And you cut somebody off. Moved day of, moved day of, miss, okay, so I guess somebody might have moved. What we say, chief, it says maid, like a servant. Somebody was trying to make you be a servant to serve. Susie, assume something. Assume you was, mad. Take what resonates and putting it up. There it is, y'all. There it is. A movie and a video, and SOS is out here too. We got a chased us on, wait, not on, in the mud, said if we did as said, it said if we did as said, made me what? Deaf. Oh no, and it says, look, I told y'all I'm your huckleberry. It says you ain't no daisy. I'm telling you, you ain't a daisy. So you're badass. Collective. You ain't no daisy, for sure, for sure. Okay, I'm just saying, y'all take what resonates. There's out there something about my show, my act. Something about their music faded, his music's dead, something like that. Now they feel bad, they feel sorry. Did they walked away from you? That it wasn't even worth it, or something like that? Once it was all said and done, it says, show me how." So I made some amaze show. Showed me how. So I made some kind of amazing show or something, it says. It says ADC out here. ADC. ACD. What? Now, the way I said, what? It made me think ACDC. I'm back in black. I hit the set. I bet you know I'm glad to be back. Yes, I'm 9 lives, cat's eyes, proving everyone that I'm running wild, cause I'm back. Back in black. Yes, I'm back in black. Out of sight. If that resonates with y'all, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Cause I'm gonna ride on, ride on, ride on. Looking for a truck. Ooh. And I'm gonna keep on riding and riding and riding and riding. All that from 3 letters, y'all. I jammed the fuck out, didn't I? I love it. All that from 3 letters. ACD. Oh, Lordy mercy. I must be getting sleepy. Don't worry. Don't. I'll throw that one there. In that group of books. Honor. Well, looks like some quinces. There's a passion fruit right there. There's some quinces. Page 221. Help. ZNAT screamed. Where do they get these fucking names? ZNAT. ZEENAT. Anyway, ZNAT screamed. I don't know if that's a boy or girl. Oh, right before that, the boss grinned. He approached Zamir from behind and placed him in a chokehold. Help, ZNAT screamed, looking skyward, praying for some Farishta or angels to come to their rescue. And for a moment, it looked as if their prayers were to be answered because several of their neighbors were standing in their balconies, straining to see what was happening below. Her eyes moved to a familiar third-floor balcony. How many times has she stood in the street and yelled for Chiku to come down to play? And there he was, Chiku, standing next to his mother. Did they not understand what was happening? Or had they all called for the police? Chiku, it says, Zinat yelled as loudly as she could. Help us! A pair of hands reached for her just then, but not before she saw Mrs. Patel pulling her son back into the apartment. But there was no time to think because a hand was reaching for her from behind him, pushing itself down from the front of her shorts. Pushing itself down the front of her shorts, and Zinette felt as if she would pass out from the shame and humiliation. Then a sharp pain as the hand found its target. Her face drenched in sweat, she tried to jackknife around, but was held in place as the man hand roamed inside of her shorts. She cried out in pain, terror, then looked over to see Zamir on the ground with his shorts and underwear pulled down to his ankles. A smaller crowd had gathered around the boy, jeering. Christian, huh? Boss said. Then why the fuck are you circumcised, Chirtiri? Chitiri? Chutiya. There was a shuffle in the outer edge of the crowd. Heads turned, and suddenly there was Zanette's father, panting and sweating pale. His eyes were wild, and he took the sight of his children. The hand digging into Zanette froze, then extracted itself. It says, Asif rushed to his daughter and pulled her towards him. What is happening? He yelled. Your grievance is with me, not with my children. He spoke directly to Samir. Get up, son. Straighten yourself. As if it had been Samir's idea to lie in the middle of the street with his pants down. Miraculously, the crowd took a step back and allowed the boy to rise. Still, Sinette knew better than to think that the danger had passed. She worried that they would injure Papa. She glanced up in desperation at their apartment building again, but the neighbors who remained on their balconies stood immobile. Papa turned towards Boss. Aren't you the mechanic at the contractor auto repair? Your employer, Pervez contractor, is a good friend of mine. For the first time, Boss looked apprehensive, but he stood his ground. So, my religion is more valuable to me than any job. He says, and your religion encourages you to mistreat children? He said. Boss was instantly furious and raised a threatening hand. So, Salila, I will chop off your tongue if you insult my religion. I have made it my life's work to study Hinduism, Asif said, raising his voice so that the crowd could hear. I know more about your religion than you will in 5 lifetimes. Tell me, you quote the immortal words of the Ramana or the Mahabharati? I can. A murmur went through the crowd, and Zanette could sense a shift in its mood. Her heart surged with love and admiration for her father. Asif must have sensed the same small victory because he pulled both children towards him and a protective hand on each of them. Now come on, let's stop all this madness and everybody go home, he said dismissively. That was a mistake. It was the last words. So come on, everybody, let's go home. It says, life is a mystery. 8. The Bobcat. Bobcat's wild. Uh-oh. So one it flew out when I was doing the shuffle. It flew out on the table. The frog spirit. Golly, same thing as yesterday. Clear out the clutter. Oh my God, time for a deep dive. The same thing that was yesterday. I am amazed, y'all. I am just amazed at that. Trust in the Lord, and that's a brand new beginning. All this is trusting in God and divine, okay? Make your dreams real. Take it as it resonates. I'm not going to go through reading all that again. Go to yesterday's reading, and it'll say it. It'll say all the same thing in yesterday's reading. Those two fell out. That's so crazy. Ain't no coincidences, y'all. I don't believe in them. Take it what resonates. If it resonates with you, y'all remember this is for entertainment purposes only. If this resonates with y'all, and y'all dig my storytelling and all that jazz, y'all hit that like button, stay golden, hit that bell notification so you can get the new videos and that, stay abundant, okay? And if you want to donate to the channel, it's Cash App $angelmoon6237 along with super chat and super stickers and that. Thank y'all so much for that. Those super stickers and that. That helps the algorithms of the page. It lets YouTube know that y'all are liking the content, okay? Pretty much. And it just hit that subscribe button. Y'all, I looked at it the other day because I don't normally look at the content and that, okay? Of like who's watching and who's returning, because they got all new shit across the board in that studio, okay? It's different. It's all new stuff, okay? And yeah, God knows I need to clean out the clutter too. And I was looking at it today, going, "How well, I'll do it tomorrow." Okay, I swear, that baby, she was running me crazy because she wouldn't take a nap, and she fights her sleep, so she gets real wound up, cranked up when she's sleepy. And she was running me crazy. I said, "Well, I guess I'll do that shit fucking another day, not today." But I feel like, y'all, everything makes me feel like I'm just gonna leave it all. I'm not gonna want it because I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna win a lottery or something. I'm not gonna want this stuff. I'm just saying, y'all take it as it resonates, but I'm throwing this away. I'm throwing this shit away before then, so that new can come in. Okay? remember, it's better to give than to receive. That's what the good book says, okay? Y'all be a server, okay? We got Jeremiah. It says 14, sword, famine, and pestilence. Woe to you, O Jerusalem! Will you still not be made clean? It says Judea mourns, and her gates languish. They mourn for the land, and cry for Jerusalem has gone up. So God's heard your prayers. It says their nobles have sent their lads for water. They went to the cisters and found no water. I'm having spiritual burps, y'all. They returned with their vessels empty, and they were ashamed and confounded, and covered their heads. Because the ground is parched, for there is no rain in the land. The plowmen are ashamed. They covered their heads. Yes, the deer also gave birth in the field, but left because there was no grass. And the wild donkeys stood in the desolate heights. They sniffed at the wind like jackals. Their eyes failed because there was no grass. O Lord, through our iniquity, testify against us. Do it for your name's sake. For our backsliding are many. We have sinned against you. O, the hope of Israel is his Savior in time of trouble. Should you be like a stranger in the land, and like a traveler who turns aside to tarry for a night? Why should you be like a man astonished, like a mighty one who cannot save? Yet you, O Lord, are in our midst, and we are called by your name. Do not leave us. Thus says the Lord to his people. Thus they have loved to wander. They have not restrained their feet. Therefore the Lord does not accept them. He will remember their iniquity now and punish their sins. It says, what? It says, then the Lord said to me, do not pray for this people, for their good. When they fast, I will not hear their cry, and when they offer burnt offerings and grain offerings, I will not accept them. But I will consume them by the sword and by the famine and by the pestilence. Okay, I wanna stop right there. Okay. So I was watching this thing today, and this girl was talking about an experience that she had. She was a singer, and she was talking about being invited to these specific type gatherings, not parties, but like gatherings to talk about work and that. But they end up kind of being parties. Okay. Well, she said that she was moving right along up in the ranks. Okay, she was moving right along up in the ranks, and then she had somebody start talking about selling your soul to the devil and you'll be famous tomorrow and that. Okay, and she was like, oh, this is just a game. They're just kidding. That's just a game. That's a whole lie, because she was only like 17. Okay, it happened to her. When it happened to her, y'all, she fought the devil. She said she went to sleep. She said she went to sleep, or she thought she did. She just had her head barely hit the pillow. And she was in this other place. She said it felt more real than this feels, okay? She said she didn't feel like she went to sleep. She said she went to another place. And off in the horizon, she could see what appeared to her as the sun. It looked like the sun because she was out in space. She was out in the universe, and it looked like the sun out there. Okay, and it was like coming towards her. It was coming towards her pretty swiftly, but it looked as it got closer. It looked like a lake of fire, like a whole lake of fire just out in the middle of the universe. Okay, and when it got closer to her, it had this echoing, menacing voice that went like it went through her. It just like shot through her. Okay, and it was it said, "Do you know who I am?" And at that point, she thought it was a divine being. She didn't know exactly who it was. She thought it was a divine being because of the fierceness and the fear that she was feeling from the voice. Okay, and she was like even too like stunned to even speak, and it wouldn't let her speak anyway. Okay, and it happened to be the devil, and it asked her. It showed her the earth because they were in the universe, and it showed her the earth. Actually went to her home. Okay, and then it came back out and showed her like lands all around her home and this and that and another, and like it started showing her like all these buildings and her being like very professional and like on stage and that and that and that. Okay, and he said I can give you all these things, and she was like oh yeah, but she was feeling fear. She's feeling fear. Her initial instinct was like fear, right? And he was like, I can give you all these things. I can give you all these things. And she fought it. She told him no. She said, no, I don't want it. I don't want what you have to offer. I don't want what you have. You know, I get to make, you know, you were making me afraid with that sound that you're vibrating. But you know, I know that that's an illusion, that you're vibrating this sound to sound real big and like you have some kind of power. And she told him no, and she turned the devil down, and the devil called her a bitch. He said, bitch! And it vibrated through the whole fucking universe and like snapped her out of it, and she was like back in this world. She said she knew right then that shit's real. People sell their souls to the devil because she was in the industry, and she kept hearing people talk about it. Well, if you just sell your soul to the devil, you know, because they try to recruit because they get like points for that. Okay, and did you know this, that every single time they do it, when they're like running out of money or what have you, when they start running out of money, that they do humiliation rituals to get like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 dollars on a pop of doing it, but they gotta like let like 30 men shit on them or piss and shit on them. And some of them they got like diarrhea and shit and that kind of stuff, and they gotta let them do that for like $60,000. Like 30 men together come up with $60,000. You get paid $60,000 to let 30 men shit and piss on you. Humiliation. Okay? But that's for the stars and all of them. Okay? That kind of stuff. And the deeper the humiliation ritual, the higher the price goes. Okay? So that's what they're doing. That's what everything that they're doing out there. But her little experience that she had, because she was about to sign a contract, and she decided not to. She told the devil to go, you know, shove off or what have you. That she didn't want what he had to offer. Now she's like a vocalist coach or something. Like she teaches it. But she says that's more that her teaching it is more satisfying and more like soul gratifying, because she could see like the children, their faces light up, because singing is actually, that's why the devil uses it, because singing is actually every single body has the ability to sing, right? And they to sing praises to God. So the devil uses that to counteract it. 14444, y'all. Ow! Anyway, the devil will use that for his own will. So be careful what you're listening to, because when you're listening to that stuff, you need to use protection. Blessings over yourself, okay? You need to use protection. I'm not saying stop listening to your favorite music and that, because it gives you feelings. It gives you joy, okay? And joy is not a bad thing, okay? But just be careful what you're allowing to go in that you're not discerning and that you're not hearing and that you're not paying attention to. Just know what you are listening to so you can have control over it, okay? You're very, very welcome. Yes. Amen. He's always with us. Amen. Hallelujah. I put you in. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Kate. What did they say? I don't even want to know. I don't even need to know. Look how short this one is. This is a short, quick message. Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Will you open it? It says debt will be wiped clean. Your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. I cannot make those messages from the universe keep talking about finances and being abundant and it coming right here to your door and that and that and that. They keep on saying it, y'all. Y'all think I can do that? It ain't me. I'm just the messenger. I'm the vessel. Okay? That's what I do. I got to take this motherfucker off, because I'm about to fucking sweat now. Started this reading all in a... It was chilly, because the kids just left and the door was open and all that cold. Man, y'all. Woo! It's motherfucking cold outside. Is it cold where y'all at? That shit's crazy. Thank you so much. But that's just crazy how cold. I mean, it's fucking like cold. I think we're gonna have snow like in next. It's fucking cold outside. Crazy kind of shit. Anyway, I guess I'm done, y'all. This is fantastic. I had a blast doing it. I didn't know what I was gonna do, and I seen these cards. I could just barely see this part of it, and I said, "Man, I ain't used them cards in a minute." So I dug them out of there. I started shuffling them up and that and that and that, shuffling them up, and then I made that pyramid out of them. I said, this has got to be God. Okay, I'm going to start a reading. So, I'm glad that I did it. I really enjoyed it. So, I'm really glad that I did do the reading, okay? I'm just going to say that, okay? Let me get one of these Mystic Red Rose, since they insist on sending me this deck. This is the third deck that I've had of it. I've got this deck mixed in with the Mystic Rose Oracle, and this is the Mystic Red Rose Oracle. Yeah, the Mystic Rose Oracle got 2 roses on the back, and I've got both of them. Y'all know I do. I got them mashed together, and then they send me this one because I was trying to get the Enchanted Forest. Not my Enchanted Forest. That's different. I was trying to get one called Enchanted Forest, and they sent this shit. And I was like, man, I already got that. Anyway, we're going to get one of these real quick. Cold as fuck, y'all. It says the clock and engagement. Divine timing. Engagement. Take this as it resonates, darlings, okay? It says needing time, cycles take time, time to heal and progressing. It's moving into the direction. You're just waiting on divine. Engagement ring. Higher commitment, eternity. Eternity, y'all, it says on here. Partnership and union and completion. That's all you need to know. Divine time and bringing in completion. Full circle. That's like the world card. Engagement ring. It says you're fixing to be celebrated. Happily single. Somebody, I'm telling you. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to do something. You're going to be happily single. Because I done told y'all the story. Y'all already know. You're going to move into, you're going to move some, you're going to go somewhere else, and that's where you're going to meet the love of your life. But there's a fan already. It's like they already know. That may be what's going on. You're going to take off. You're going to leave the environment that you're in because it's stagnated. It's shit. You don't need to be in this environment anymore. And you're going to go to another environment somewhere else, okay? And somebody's going to recognize you. Like, they're going to be like, ain't you that chick on... Do you do cards or something like that? Or something like that. I'm telling you. But they already fucking know that you are that chick. But that's what they're going to say. Aren't you that? And you're going to be like, yeah. And you're going to be so... not acting like a star about it. You'll be like, yeah, it's me. Just like he was before. Man, y'all, when on my other channel, I may reinstate it. I don't know. I just don't see any point in that after all that time. But when I did that, because I was going across the country, like I was going across, y'all remember when actually the coastline, I was going across that. People would recognize me in like Walmart and that and that and that. And they would say, that's that girl that I seen on YouTube. I could hear them saying it, talking about me. I'd be in Mississippi or something. They would say that shit. And I was like, yeah, it's me. But I'm not like the stars, I guess, how they act, the celebrities. I guess I'm the star. I'm not a celebrity. Because they say, I mean, they recognize me and say it. I'll be like, yeah. Lots of people come up to me and go, damn, you look familiar. I've always had that, though. I look familiar. All right, y'all. 12 o'clock, 12:06. I'm about to go. I'll see you on the flip side. Stay golden.